Do you think wizards wear condoms, or do you think they actually cast a spell that covers their dick?
I think...
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
I think they would use condoms.
I disagree. Are you ready to use Protego on your dick?
I'm ready to use Protego on my whole dang body.
Absolutely not how I imagined you having sex for the first time.
Because I'm going to just dive right in. Whole body. Open up wide.
Ever heard of fisting? Let's go full body.
Yep. Full body time.
All right. Hello, Internet. Top of the
Hi,
morning
Tommy.
to you. Bye-bye. This is
Wasn't
part...
that like 2 catchphrases?
That's 3, actually. This is part 3 of the Harry Potter D&D, V&D, Victory and Defeat, Vasectomy and Dichotomy. My name is Tommy, and this is Jeff, and we're going to play more of Harry. So, the game...
My last name's literally...
The game reopens with Poppy and Magani and your character, Steve, walking out of the DADA classroom, and you're all kind of looking at each other like, what the happened? And you're wondering what to do, and your Gryffindor heart really wakens up, and you're just like, we gotta find Professor Treebottom right now. And Poppy's like, yeah, I agree, but where? And McGonagall's like, absolutely not. You are not helping with this. You are going on your Christmas break. The faculty and the Aurors are going to take care of this. Now.
Yes, Professor.
You're so downtrodden.
Yeah. I don't know. After all that and like seeing like the actual like the blood and knowing that someone's missing like right before break after everything that happened in Merlin's wing and Hatham and all that.
Who?
Some dude, Slytherin, tall, lanky, Snape wannabe, like the Imperious Curse.
Never heard of him. But go on.
No?
Yeah. Must be some like pointless person.
Totally.
Anyway, you were saying? Because some
no-name character.
Some Habo guy.
Habo?
Yeah.
I think his name was Hey Boy.
Keith. Got it. Go on.
Keither. Hey Keith. Killed himself, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't kill himself. He didn't want to kill himself, but he killed himself, right?
Oh, okay.
So then, the whole Merlin thing, I went to investigate, and then I found out that Elvia was kind of crazy, threw someone at me, which luckily Salva Hexia is a useful spell. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I saved him, kind of this heroic Gryffindor heart moment. And then here I am now, I guess.
Oh my god, you're such a hero.
Yeah,
oh my god.
So cool.
I'm so hot.
And Poppy is so wet for me right now.
Oh my god. She's actually really worried about her professor and she wants to leave. What?
Yeah, and they're also 16.
Yeah, so stop it.
Stop it. Yeah, I'm really worried about my professor too.
What do you do?
I say yes, Professor.
And do what?
And I follow Poppy because I imagine Poppy's trying to catch up with the rest of the classmates.
It was really just the two of you. People have been leaving in waves.
Yeah.
And so, you guys are one of the last 2 to leave, but you're convinced that the Hogwarts Express will wait up for you. But you guys make it to the front doors. And you can see the grounds out yonder. You can see the lake. And you can see just the...
Ooh. So sorry. But as I'm leaving, once, McGonagall's, as she's, fading from view, I guess. Because she's not following us, I'd imagine.
She would walk out to the main hall with you before going the opposite way.
I'm going to, remember, oh, yeah, this is actually, obviously a serious matter. I want to turn around. And I'm just going to say, please, notify me. of any major events that happen. I just want to make sure that I'm on like the same page as the instructors and the R's.
She does not give any deliberate indication of an affirmative or a denial. She says, "I will see you at Christmas." And she continues to leave. As you look out onto the grounds and the dark water of the lake, and you see the station on the very edge of Hogsmeade that houses the one of the stations for Hogwarts Express, Poppy looks out with you, and then looks back in towards the castle, and then up at you. And this is your final choice on this matter.
Is she giving me a look that she wants to go back inside?
No. She's looking to see what your choice is.
I tell her, look, I want to go back, but I'm not going to. I always respect my aunt's wishes.
She will take your hand and guide you towards the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah. How did her hands feel?
Clammy. Based on my double 5s and then 6 and 5, you have a wonderfully successful 3-week break. You will go to Muggletown, as you said last week.
Yeah.
And you will meet the Muggles in the town, in which there is no magic, and you're just like, dang, I wish I could impress them with my magics. And then Poppy reminds you, no. You don't even have your wand with you as a precaution, just in case you get your head in front of your shoulders. That makes sense. And you meet her parents. They look strangely familiar. You think you might have met them before. And then they'll say, we have met before. And you're like, shit. I am so sorry.
Do I have a memory check till I know their names? Is it like one of those like,
yeah.
Hey, Martha?
Yeah. 2 willpower checks, please. Lore check.
11, and my willpower is 5, so it's 16 and 10.
You think that her mother's name is Maria, and her father's name is Clent.
Kent? Clinton. Kent or Clinton?
Brent.
Oof.
Tyler.
So, definitely gonna greet the mom first. Why is this the most difficult situation I've ever been in all my D&D campaigns?
Because it's so real. Because we've
It's
all
too
been
real.
We've all been the guy that meets his girlfriend's parents.
It's too real.
We've been there, and
Like,
we feel the pain.
Hey, Pam.
My name is Maria. Slap, slap.
Okay. Alright, so D20 just for smoothness. I want to approach Poppy's mom.
Poppy's like, are you coming on to my mom?
No, not that kind of smoothness.
I know.
Jeez.
Gosh.
I mean, is she a MILF? Like, I mean, let's be real here.
You can find out by peeping in her room later on, I guess. Go on.
Hey. I know
You are
some
16.
spells. I got thoughts, man. I am going to approach and say, it's nice to see you again, Maria.
Is that in that one?
It's a 5. I
She
don't
said-
know if that's a true check or not.
You say it a little bit quietly, and she's like, oh, no need to be shy, dear. We're all family here. It's absolutely okay. Poppy writes about you all the time. All the time.
And she like really warms my heart. I'm like,
We hear more about you than her. It's a little frustrating. We ask her about her dentist work, and she says that you guys don't have dentists. It's really weird. Why can you not have dentists at Hogwarts? That makes no sense. Can you look into that for us? She says that you're like the cousin of one of the professors. Is that right, Poppy? And Poppy's like, Mom, can we just go inside? By the way, you rode in a car. You've never ridden in a car before. And you're like, what is this animal that I'm inside
I
of?
am literally like a dog, like with my head out the window. Because it's like on the ground and we're moving fast. I'm like, an alternative to flying? This is great.
You enter, and you see the dad, and he pulls the pipe out of his mouth, and he's like, Victor. How are you, sport?
It's actually Perry.
I'm just kidding. I know. Terry, put her there.
Kent.
What did you just say?
Brent.
That's better.
It's like one of those handshakes that lasts for like 18 pumps, and it's just like, okay, I'm letting go now.
He keeps going.
Like my hand goes limp, and he's just like shaking it.
Poppy physically removes her dad from you and says, Dad, seriously, stop doing the whole intimidation handshake thing. It's fine. Okay. Let's have Christmas. You guys have Christmas. I'm going to fast forward.
You guys have Christmas.
For 3 weeks.
Do we do a white elephant exchange, or is it like personalized gifts?
It's personal gifts. God, did you not get them any presents? How selfish are you?
I was hoping that I could like steal gifts from them.
I mean, you can.
Using my my sneak skill and stuff. And be like, haha, it's a game, it's white elephant.
Right.
We do things different.
We do things different. Also, I forgot to mention, some uncles and aunts come over for the communal Christmas as well. They don't know that you are a wizard or that Poppy is a witch.
I was just about to say, like, how many people know about this?
They don't.
Like,
it's
nobody does? Just your parents know?
Yes. It is just you four. I need you to give me a constitution check to see if you stop yourself from talking about Hogwarts.
Man, why's it gotta be constitution? 19!
Wow. Every time that you are in front of them, you are just like, hold your jaw tight. So like every word is deliberate as you are talking to them. And they're wondering why your accent changed.
It's like, I just imagine like this like redneck English person.
Y'all been to Big Ben? Big swell over yonder.
Righto. I mean, I'd have to say, right about now would be a really, really good time to crack a couple open with the boys.
Oh my god. You are offered spiced eggnog.
Oh, I drank that
You are offered
so fast.
You are offered spirited apple cider before somebody has to remind the drunk uncle he's 16. He is 16.
I drink it so.
He's
so
16.
Fast. Yeah.
You take it anyway, and then Poppy's like, okay.
I just remembered one of my favorite like Avengers memes.
What?
Thor is like, great job, man of spiders. Here's a beer. Tony is all like, Thor. He's a kid. He's just like, oh yes, a second beer for a young growing
boy. Yeah.
And Tony's like, Thor.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry. This is.
Give me 3 d20s, please.
Jesus. Okay. Am I getting sloshed right now? That's what's happening. I got a 6. I don't know what these roll at. Nat 20. And an 18.
You had no idea what to get her, Mom. No idea. You got her like a perfume that ended up smelling like hay. You gave Poppy the perfect gift.
Of course I did.
And?
The gift of my heart.
Okay. And the dad, you ended up giving a shaving kit. And he's like, how did you know that mine broke? That's amazing. Terry's amazing. That's awesome.
It's like one of those things where it's all like, it's peregrine.
Oh, is that another language? I don't know what that... Anyway. Thank you so much for the gift.
You're very welcome.
You are given. You are given a box of Birdie Bots every flavor beans. You are given 3 chocolate people. You are given 3 chocolate frogs.
Should I be writing this down?
Yes.
I want the good pencil. I think that's the good one, yes. So I got Birdie Bots every flavor bean and
1 box.
3 chocolate frogs?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
Chocolate frogs recover 4 HP. Birdie Bots recover nothing.
Cool.
You are given
18,000 galleons.
From-
Where'd you get this?
from your drunk uncle. Your gift is transferred to their house because he really wants you to have it. Your drunk uncle is actually very, very rich, but he barely knows you. You're just like, this is really weird. You open it.
The transferred to this house?
Yeah.
I thought it was to my house.
No, he transferred it to your house because he really wants you. Transfers it to Poppy's house, knowing
Gotcha.
where you are, because he really wants you to have it now.
Oh, okay.
You open it. It's a new broomstick. And you're like, Poppy, here you go.
I am going to open it and then go like...
Poppy's aunt goes, why would someone get you a broom for Christmas?
I was trying to keep that on the table. Poppy, help me out here.
Why would someone give you a broom?
So...
Poppy's like,
check.
yeah.
13 plus 5. It's kind of an inside joke with my family because when I was a kid, I would always sweep like every morning, first thing in the morning, because I thought it was so important to sweep every day. And it just kind of became my thing. So my uncle's like, that's pretty funny, giving him a broom every year.
It's really touching of your uncle to remember that childhood memory of yours and that tendency to be weird and clean all the time.
Yeah, I've got clean tendencies.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Let me open the next present, Aunt Jamie.
It's a great idea.
Cameron's missing
What kind
her
of
wallet.
broomstick is
Cameron's
it?
missing her wallet, so I'm conflicted energies
But I
right
put
now.
the broomstick on my belt.
It's your inventory, and it's a Comet 260.
Yay!
You had it, or you brought it in, I'm pretty sure, after grocery shopping yesterday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Alright. What was the other thing that you got? I'm trying to remember.
Unconditional love.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Your parents have gifted you a new robe.
Is it... Does it look wizardly?
Yes.
I'm going to put that with the broom and be really subtle about it.
That's a nice jacket!
Yeah.
Wow!
It gets really cold, and I don't really like the cold so much.
Yeah. I thought you went to school down south where it was warmer, though.
I mean, I really don't like the cold. Like, even if it like drops slightly below comfort level, I gotta bundle up, you know. And I like to keep Poppy warm. Focus on Poppy.
I legit thought you were like grabbing her like that. I'm just like,
No.
Jeff, no.
I'm not grabbing her like that. I'm just gesturing to her because I want the focus to be on Poppy right now.
And Poppy's like, yeah, he gets really pathetic with the cold. It's really kind of sad. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's really good.
She opens up and she gets the gift from your parents to her, and it's identical robes. She's like, fuck. All right.
My parents aren't really the creative type.
My parents are just very practical people. Very practical wizards in which, I mean people. Christmas dinner is great. You have a Christmas ham.
What kind of robes? Do they do anything significant, or is this robes?
Good question. So the robes are actually, they're nice and black, so you can still wear them at Hogwarts. But the trimming around the hoods and the ends of the sleeves and even the bottom are a nice scarlet.
Ooh.
Yes. You will be allowed to wear them. This is not canon at all, but I will allow you to wear them in Hogwarts during classes. They are robes that give you 3 HP.
I really like these robes. Cool.
Parental love robes.
I'm putting Christmas robes.
Fine.
Christmas robes plus 3 HP.
Yeah.
Awesome. I should probably not have my sustainability on right now.
No, please don't.
Dude, this eraser sucks. I don't think this is the good pencil at all.
Yeah, there's other erasers.
This one?
I don't know. I have too many.
You have a million pencils, but none of them are good.
Hey, you know what? How about you buy me a pair of fucking pencils so you can use them when you come over? Huh? 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 That's what I thought.
You're so mean to me.
Back the off.
Maybe you should do a video apologizing for how you treat me in our videos.
But it'd be like one of those YouTuber backhanded apologies, like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you couldn't understand my genius.
Yeah. Exactly. But I'm great.
I'm
Everyone
Mel
knows I'm
Gibson.
great.
I'm Mel Gibson, and I'm apologizing for my blatantly rude commentary on the Jewish people. I'm so sorry that you took offense to your big noses in my movie. Real thing. Real thing. Anyway, we are going to move on through Christmas. You survived the dinner. Thank God. During the last week of break, you actually say to Poppy, "Can we, go somewhere? Because I'm about to explode." And Poppy's like, "You can explode it. Never mind." You are told that you maybe should go to Diagon Alley together.
That'd be great.
And you
By
do.
who? But who told us that?
No, like Poppy says, let's go.
Oh, Poppy,
Let's go
right.
to Diagon Alley.
Oh, what did you have in mind?
Oh, let's go to the ice cream shop and hook up.
Yeah. Super into that, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. You guys go to the ice cream shop in Diagon Alley. It's 3 knuts per ice cream. She's like, sucks.
I got it, Jesus.
She buys her own ice cream.
Here's 6 nuts.
It's knuts.
Here's 6 canoes.
Kniggles.
6 kniggles.
You guys eat. They have a new flavor actually. You find it very strange. It's peanut butter pistachio, and she's like, "This is amazing."
Actually sounds really good.
And she's like, "There's sea salt on it. This is amazing." And you're just like, "Actually, yeah, this is actually pretty good."
Yeah.
You also notice really strange is that the decor around is like Christmassy, sure, but every so often you're seeing these curved things hanging off the railings and from the door handle and the awning and things. You're just like, what the hell is this?
Can you be more specific when you say curved things?
So it comes down like an upside down question mark.
Okay.
And
it's totally decor. Is it made of paper?
it looks like they're made out of metal.
Oh.
And
that's really weird.
Poppy will see you looking and she's like, it's the hook ceremony. I asked you if you wanted to hook up.
I leave. I'm so mad about your joke. I finished my ice cream in absolute disgust of your sense of humor.
Oh.
And I asked Poppy if she wants to come outside with me.
We're already outside, sweetie. Where do you want to go?
What? I thought we were inside getting ice cream. Or then we got
You
the
got
ice
it
cream.
inside, then carried it outside to sit.
Oh. I thought I was bemused by these hooks like inside the shop still. Okay, so I begrudgingly left while eating the ice cream, and I imagine she just like followed me.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Where do you want to go?
I'm being nice to her. I'm just being mean to you right now because
You see the entrance to Nocturne Alley right over there. You see the robe shop. You see Ollivanders. It looks closed. That's weird.
Is it the rogue shop?
Robes.
Robes shop, yes. I'm gonna say
You see the owlry.
that's kind of cool.
You don't have a pet.
I know. That's why I'm kind of cool. Like, I'm interested by that. Let's go to the owlery.
She's like, why?
Because I really want a pet.
Oh, you want to buy a pet? It's so sudden. It's amazing. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
Let's
It can
hook
be our pet.
Are we ready for that?
Backpedal, 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 backpedal.
Are we ready for that?
I was thinking so, yes.
Let's do it.
Was there anyone else around to hear like that outburst?
Yeah, everyone heard you.
Is everyone like staring at us still?
No.
No? Oh, I imagine we made a commotion.
Like, yeah, but people are just like, it's Diagon Alley, whatever.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go to Owlery.
Yeah,
Sick.
cool. You open it up, and instantly you're hit with smells of dung. And you look around, you're just like, why the hell? Oh, right, they're owls. They shit all over the place. Also, owl pellets are like a total thing. And so you go in there, and you're careful not to slip on anything on the ground. And you're seeing this wizened man with really thick round glasses and some, like, stray hairs kind of spreading out from his cranium.
I thought it was required to have a pet to go to Hogwarts.
No, absolutely not. Totally optional. But you can only select from certain types.
Got it.
You can't, like, bring a dog.
Right.
So.
Unless it was, like, Severus. No, not Severus. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
You should really reread these books.
Serious.
You are pretty serious right now. Anyway, you enter and he's like, yes? How can I help?
This is... my character's not actually saying this, but excuse me, do you have a speech impediment? Or are you just that old?
Poppy says, hello, sir. We're looking for an owl.
He's just...
He says, thank you for speaking up, miss. I have a hard time hearing myself. What kind of owl are you looking for?
I'm gonna start gushing. I'm gonna be all like, I want, like, the biggest, the most beautiful owl because it's gonna be our owl, and I want there to be enough owl to, like, go around.
I heard half of that. I imagine you want a big owl to eat because it's going to split between the two of you for a meal. I don't recommend it. But if you want, go find your own. And he gestures you to behind the desk where all the other owls are being like held in like little cubbies, and they're all kind of eyeing you like, you gonna fucking eat me? Seriously?
No, that's not what I said at all.
They calm down.
I just wanted a really, really big, beautiful owl for myself and Poppy.
You see, like, the biggest owl. That's boring.
I want, like,
That's
a
boring.
gigantic,
Hold
like, Aretha Franklin owl, you know what I mean?
Oh my god. That's also boring. That's better. The largest one there.
I related so much to the way you just... There's so many times I'm like, 7. 8.
The biggest owl that they have is a beautiful barn owl, which is like borderline red. It's so auburn that it's almost red and white.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Do they have any falcons?
No. Falcons are too vocal to be brought to Hogwarts anyway.
I'm not going to go back then.
Okay. End of campaign.
Sorry, I'm not going to go back for the 7th year. I've prioritized my pet falcon over my studies.
It's the stupidest justification I've ever heard.
All right.
Yeah?
So it's like a giant, like almost red and white owl.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a white belly, or is it like the other way around?
So the points of the ears, not really ears, but you know how the feathers kind of come up sometimes as a tuft. And like those points, top of the head, back, and the wings mostly are red. The rest of it, like its face, its belly, the back of the body, are white.
I'm gonna gesture to that one and be like, Poppy, that's the one.
She's like, I'm sorry, what? I'm really distracted by this beautiful white and red owl.
That's the one that I'm pointing at.
Can we get that one?
Yes.
She pats twice on her left arm, and instantly the owl is like, it just so easily swoops down, and then back up and lands lightly on your arm, and you're like, wow, it's so graceful. And instantly when it lands and like connects its claws around her arm like, oh god, it's a big boy, oh my god. And she carries it over to the desk, and he's like, are you a new customer? I can't tell. Did you find an owl? And you're like,
Yes, and yes.
and she's like, yes, and please take this because he's massive. And he's like, I know the one you mean.
I will take the owl.
That's Sluggy.
We're renaming Sluggy.
Why? You haven't bought him yet.
Well, we're gonna buy him.
Oh.
You know what? I'm kind of warming up to Sluggy. I like Sluggy. Slug is a great name. Sluggy, come here.
And even though you're right there, like right just a couple feet away from her, it dives down, then back up.
It's like such a cute little owl thing to do. Hi, Sluggy.
Strength check.
Jesus. 3.
You almost drop the poor bird, and it instantly like flaps its wings and like, you can't be trusted. But it stays there because you're like bracing it. It's just like, you better fucking be a trustworthy owner, I swear to God.
I'm gonna put a point into strength just to make sure that I can pick up Sluggy.
Perfect. He costs 14 sickles.
Siggles?
Sickles.
Siggles. I take 14 siggles.
I don't go back to Hogwarts.
I
give up.
I give the old man 14 siggles, and I tell him I'm placing the 14 siggles immediately in front of you. So help you God.
Thank you. You may go.
Come on, Sluggy. Do you like Sluggy, Poppy?
Not really.
What?
No, I like him. I just don't like the name. It's stupid. The old man's like, I named him, you stupid! And the door closes.
Oh, now you can hear.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
So, what would you like to name Sluggy?
I'm more a fan of names that come naturally given like the circumstances around the birth or around the creation or around the finding of a living thing. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
like you should name your child after like the day they were born or the color they were wearing first or like the flower they had around when they were born.
I like Harry.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
How about barn?
You know, like, Harry's a stupid name.
It really is.
Yeah,
I really prefer it with a P.
me too. Thank you.
Fairy. Pharry.
Have you ever seen my name?
We're so wildly off track this session. It's crazy. You
because
guys,
it's a freaking winter breaks freaking episode.
you guys go up
I'm
and
not gonna name Sluggy Barn. I'll name him Barnacles because that's funny.
You guys You guys walk around Diagon Alley. You end up passing a few entrances into Nocturne Alley. You're just like, ugh, not for me.
How about Biggie Bigums?
You see Gringotts. And Poppy says, there are rumors that there's actually dragons down below. Gringotts.
Yeah, I've heard about them.
Yeah. I bet they're wrong. Like, that'd be
No,
totally...
there's probably dragons.
That'd be absolutely ridiculous if there were dragons, because they're airborne creatures. Like, why would they stay in a cave underneath a bank?
Treasure.
They're airborne creatures.
Yeah, but they're drawn to treasure. Why do you think a dragon would hang out in a cave?
What about treasure?
Yep. Take it away. Just go for it. You're on the right track. This is your own unique idea. Just go with it.
What if we named the owl Treasure?
That's precious.
Yeah.
Treasure. Treasy.
You hate it.
Treasy.
You hate it.
I'm just trying to think of a nickname for treasure. Because, it's got to have like a E sound at the end, right?
He's not a dog. What about tree? Oh, that reminds me of Tree Bottom. He got kidnapped? It's fucked up.
Yeah. Treason.
Perfect. Treason the owl. Treason. What's the reason for his treason? 'Tis the season.
And I'm going to get down to the pleasing.
No one's stopping you, Barry.
From naming him treason? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Look, it's either treasure or treason. What?
The music during like my face pop, it was like it's like this like super sweet like moment where we're trying to name our owl, and it's all like face palm. Which, by the way, totally got like copyright.
I bet it did.
It's like all of these episodes are just like immediate emails pop up and my notifications like, oh, don't monetize this. This is the YouTube god.
Which is so funny that that wasn't
So
the case
funny.
for like all the last campaign when I was playing the ambiance for D&D stuff like ocean and cave and voices and like all of the Greco-Roman sound effects. That didn't come up.
Yeah.
And they are owned by the D&D ambiance channel.
Yeah.
You should subscribe to them. They're actually very talented with what they have.
Yeah.
They're really good.
100%.
Anyway.
For like the two people listening.
Hello, Tommy. And Hot Ankles Hermes. Who the fuck are you?
Dude, I love name dropping like random subscribers. It's great.
Hello, Austin Dorf.
So I actually kind of do like the treasure name. Now that I think about it.
She's been staring at you this whole time. She's like, it's either treasure or treason, Perry.
Treasure.
She picks up the owl and she's like, you are treasure. And Treasure's like, ooh. Totally like nonplussed, and he's like, okay.
Hey, treasure. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Can you fly around in like a really, really big circle above us? I want to see how beautiful you are up there.
Bobby's like,
is Treasure like apathetic?
Bobby's like, it's miraculous how many people you end up having this effect on.
Yeah.
This whole like, are you shitting me kind of response. But Treasure, while she's talking, will actually take flight. And she'll actually watch him fly around. And she's like, it's hard to tell how high up he actually is because of how massive he is. You know?
Totally. As she's looking up, I'm like inching slightly closer to her.
She will look slightly down and see your face, and she's like, hi.
I embrace her.
She is caught off guard, and she grabs your shoulders. Not like a get away from me, but like a cupping shoulders.
Awesome. So, I'm not like really good with words.
She watches you pull out a D20 and roll it on the ground.
Yeah. It says, I got a 12. Look, I got a 12. It's great.
I see that. That's great.
Yeah. So I've been thinking a lot about our kiss.
Are you going to kiss me or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is that okay? As long as it's okay.
She, rolls her eyes, grabs your ear, and, pulls you down. It's not the best kiss.
Of course not.
Especially since you
freezing outside.
You almost immediately get self-conscious because you're two 16-year-olds in the middle of Diagon Alley, causing people to walk around you, basically putting yourselves on display. Treasure's above you, and you're just like, does she like it? Does Poppy like it? And then when you pull away, you're just like, and she's like, we could so do better. And she goes in again.
Okay. It's gonna be like, later.
And it's actually better.
Yay. Does Treasure release a pellet on us?
Treasure comes back down and lands on her shoulder, and she's like, ooh, okay, wow. And he sends her arm out so he can sidle.
Dude, I'm telling you, Biggie Bigums.
That can be his nickname, but there's no way in hell I'm calling him that.
I'll call him that.
I am ready to return to the castle if you are. This is not Poppy speaking, this is Tommy DM. Unless there's anything else you want to do during this break, anything in Diagon Alley, if you want to cook the bird, I don't know.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I'm ready to return to the castle, but I just want to make it known that I do suggest that we go try on robes so we're not wearing matching robes like a bunch of idiots. I mean, unless you want to wear matching robes. It'd be odd.
We all wear matching robes at Hogwarts anyway.
Yeah, I know, but we would be the only people wearing the special robes. And anyway, I thought you might want a different trim or something.
Sure.
And then we return to the castle after that.
You go to Madame Malkin's robe shop.
Oh, Jesus, we're doing this, okay.
And you actually have to sit there for about an hour while she gets measured. She gossips. She talks to the woman that measures her. And she's like, isn't it just so funny how boys go... And then all of a sudden they go... And you're like, dear God, help me. Is this actually what being a boyfriend is like? And then when you're all done and she has to snap her fingers in front of you to get your attention back, you're just like, dear God...
Yeah.
And she kisses your forehead and says, I'm so sorry that took so long. I know that I ended up talking quite a bit.
Yeah, it's okay. What are your measurements? Just out of curiosity. I just wanted to be like, Jeff, shut up. It's 16.
When you look upon Hogwarts once again, you are in the compartment. You are in the compartment on the Hogwarts Express after just downing your third cup of hot chocolate.
Super.
And you're looking over at Poppy, who's holding your hand, and
It's
she's
just so hot right now.
and she's reading a book. And she's like, do you think that there's a spell that can put a condom on a wizard?
Probably, but I'd just rather use a condom.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair. Magic could fail. Well, alright.
Well, yeah.
And you notice that Hogwarts is looking rather dark. You're not sure if it's the weather. You're not sure if it's the rain. You're not sure if it's because the students have not rejoined. You're also not sure if it's just because your perception of the castle has changed due to
Still looming fear of death.
the events that occurred 3 weeks ago.
Right.
When you disembark and get onto the chariots that for some reason move on their own.
Nice detail.
There's a reason I asked you if you've witnessed that before.
Yeah.
And you go up along the dark path and you disembark from the carriages and you walk up the steps. You don't really know what you're expecting.
Hold on. I ask Poppy how the chariots move.
The chariots? I don't know.
Or yeah, you know.
I always thought it was like a massive locomotor charm on the carriages. Why?
I mean, it just seems like kind of daft. I don't know.
It's enchanting. It's like the old Cinderella tale, you know?
Yeah.
Except there's no mice driving the carriage. That'd be weird. Where is this coming from?
I don't know. It just seems strange to me.
You seem strange to me. But you're my kind of strange to me.
That's strange.
Yeah. Poppy disliked that.
I hold her hand.
Poppy liked that. As you guys walk up the steps, and the doors open in response because you are some of the first to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you're expecting. Blood to cover the walls, Aurors to meet you and say school's been canceled. But instead, what you see
A crater.
is Dumbledore and McGonagall smiling,
Yay.
coming towards everyone,
That's good.
and welcoming you back into Hogwarts.
Excellent.
And they stay there for the rest of the time that it takes for the rest of the student body to enter. And you're actually hit with the feeling of, like, everything's okay. Everything is okay. You are allowed into the Great Hall, where you are allowed to have an early dinner. Term starts tomorrow. And Poppy will be sitting next to you as dinner starts to get underway, and there's like a roast right in front of you, and you're just like, yeah, I'm hungry. And she's like, you had 3 mugs of hot chocolate. What's wrong with you? You're 16. You're a growing boy.
Yeah. I could have a 4th.
She will say to you, are we just like not going to acknowledge anything that happened 3 weeks ago?
That's a really good question.
Okay, just I'm going to throw it out there. They didn't seem imperious, did they? Am I just being paranoid?
I don't think that my aunt, or Dumbledore for that matter, especially not Dumbledore, would really be susceptible to that.
Okay.
They're a bit too powerful.
Okay.
I think you might be a little paranoid.
And then...
Well, that's okay. That's why I'm here.
And then you do that, and she's like, you'll get better at this, I swear. And she'll lean more towards you.
I'm trying my best. I did my best.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
There. Dumbledore stands up.
Consoling Pat.
D20 consoling fat? Fat? Consoling fat.
Consoling Fat. 10.
Wow, you have quite a bit of
boring.
consoling fat. Dumbledore stands up and actually gives his welcome back to school speech. And it further confirms to you that he ain't under no imperious curse, yo. He wouldn't be this coherent if he was under Imperio. Damn straight no. And you feel better.
Good.
And you're hearing different people talk around you about what they got for Christmas, about how certain people broke up, about how he lost a duel. And you're just like, how can that be? You're not 17. You're not allowed to use magic outside of school, you fucktard. And then, suddenly, the meal's over. What do you do? Right around now, you would be going back to the common room to go to sleep. But, it's up to you.
Or like people like milling about like leaving the Great Hall right
Mm-hmm.
now. Are there... imagine the instructors would usually be the last to leave the Great Hall.
They have their own entrance in the back of the hall, but yeah.
I am going to approach Snape be waiting for that. I mean, Professor?
To what do I owe this interruption?
Did I interrupt anything? Like, this is me talking, not Perry talking.
Nothing vital, but nonetheless my patience. What?
Alan Rickman is really on point.
This is nowhere near my best Alan Rickman.
I know, but I mean,
Snape.
I'm just saying, like your Snape is on point.
Oh, thanks. Hello, Alan Rickman.
Hello. Baltimore. While I was on break, I couldn't help but think about the door that was near your potions classroom, and how so many people assumedly walked by it and didn't like notice it or question it, but the door like right next to your classroom is what led me to like Merlin's wing. And I don't know how many people like know about it, so I'm trying to keep it like down a little bit. But I was curious. Did you know about the door by chance?
He looks stone face at you, not like imperious, like, but more like.
But the Snape face.
Kind of sizing you
Snizing.
up to see should he be forthcoming or should he bat you away. And he says that in all likelihood, the truth of the matter is that he could not see it. Because
I'm so afraid of that.
the specific spot he walks by frequently because it's on the way to his inner chambers, to the Slytherin common room. And of course he would have noticed something had changed. However, he will point out there are literally hundreds of doors, some that revolve, some that are hidden, some that change, some that are portraits instead, all throughout Hogwarts. It is difficult to keep track of all of them, which makes this venture of trying to find the remaining Merlin's wing nearly inconceivable, especially the fact that it seems that perhaps not everyone can see the entrance.
Have you guys found Tree Bottom?
No. Quite a loss, I must say.
I'm gonna like look genuinely sad, like. Yeah.
We will have another by next year. We always do.
Just in that short time, you taught me a lot.
I dare say more than you've ever learned from my classes. Yes. He will walk past you then and blow you off. Not in a good way.
And maybe I should be more hard on Slytherins.
Because of the actions of one, you should really just write the rest of them
Maybe
off.
I should have just let Connor die.
Yeah. Huh?
Well, I was just, sorry, thinking out loud.
Huh?
I go back to see Poppy. Did she leave, or is she at the table still? Or is she with me?
She's not with you. She made her way to the common room.
I go to the common room.
Okay.
On the way, I'm keeping an ear out and my eyes open.
You see a lot of the Hufflepuffs go downstairs, like they are right to do along the left side in the main hall. You see a lot of Slytherins go downstairs in the right way of the hall, which you know leads down to the dungeons. You realize that you are near the back of the Gryffindor crowd, and you make your way up, and you can't help but look at the portrait that led into that side room during the first session.
I was literally going to ask about it.
The woman is back.
Oh.
Do you do anything?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I greet her. Do I know her name?
No. She's like, hello. I don't think we've ever met.
My apologies. I'm Peregrine Botter.
Ah.
You are?
You don't know who I am.
I'm sorry. I don't. I just see you all the time.
I'm Sarajin Escara.
I like that name.
Thank you.
Should name my owl that.
She will continue petting her snake.
Do you know about what happened just behind you? There was a hallway behind you a few weeks ago.
I don't have the honor of hiding a passageway, dear.
It's interesting. Well, a few weeks ago, you were missing in your
Yes,
portrait.
I went down to the kitchens to see my old friend Violet.
Violet's a good name too. Jesus.
Who?
Sorry. That muggle thing.
Ah.
So you have no idea. I'm just going to let her know what happened behind her a few weeks ago. Just be like,
God.
yeah, just like casually, or as casual as that conversation can be. But more like a genuine, like, want her to know like what happened because she was gone during that time.
She will look at you and she's like, this makes for a good story, dear, but it's hard to believe. I've only ever been here, and I would know if I had a way behind me.
I let her know that the passageway is one of the many that change throughout Hogwarts.
Ah. Well, little known fact that us portraits can feel. One of the few things that we can feel the manifestations of change within our portraits. So that is to say, if we are moved from one position in the castle to another, and we are chosen to hold, say, a Gryffindor common room, we can feel that absence behind us. And so I feel nothing now. So unfortunately, I don't know of what you speak.
Also, just out of curiosity, does your snake know how to talk to people?
She looks down. No.
I think your snake was trying to tell me something the other day. Around that time.
Are you a parcel tongue, dear?
No. What's that?
Great.
Oh wait, the conversation I had with Dumbledore. Dumbledore would have told me what parcel tongue was. Okay, so instead of saying that, I say like, no, unfortunately not.
Then I don't know what to tell you, darling.
I was just curious. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Welcome back to school.
Excellent. In the common room. What's the password?
You don't know.
I say, anyone know the password?
You are alone in the hallway because you dilly-dally talking to another portrait.
Okay.
Fat lady looks down at you
Hi,
and
fat
she's
lady.
like,
You're looking really lovely tonight, by the way.
thank you. You've tried this every year you've been here, Perry.
But I mean, especially lovely tonight. What's the password? I'm gonna say elf ears. Did it change?
Yes.
Awkward.
Your friend Perry... wow. Your friend Poppy should have told you beforehand. She is a prefect.
I yell very loudly for Poppy if she can hear.
Your aunt will approach from behind you and say, don't shout in the hallways. Have more dignity than that.
Auntie. I hug her.
Auntie. You actually
her.
hug her?
Yeah.
She'll look surprised, and she's like, oh, we're doing this now. Okay.
Yeah.
The password is Ditzy.
Ditzy. Does it open?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't hear anything
Here.
about what happens over the past few weeks.
That is on purpose. Asked for you to hear about anything if anything were to arise.
Nothing happened?
Nothing arose.
Wow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How was your Christmas?
Splendid. You didn't get me anything. Like always.
No.
She continues to walk away. You just groan. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Better go to bed. Like, you look slightly chagrined. You're like, fuck. She right.
She right, though. Well, she right.
Yeah.
Alright, I go into the common room. What's Poppy doing?
You don't see Poppy.
Oh my god.
You see several people walking around, talking to each other, hugging, saying hi. Some people like already practicing magic again. Some people studying already. Some people are throwing like paper wads into the fire, and you're just like, stop it. And that's it.
Anyone see Poppy?
They look at you and say, I mean, I just got here, so I don't really know. Like,
She was still at the table when I left to go talk to Snape.
you got up and went towards Snape, and she was at the table when you left, yeah? You didn't communicate anything to her before you left.
Yeah, I know.
At least not what you told me.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of intentional because I was going to go talk to Snape.
And she totally would have stopped you and been all like, what are you doing? No!
Oh my god! I checked Poppy's bed. That sounds weird, but just to make sure that she's actually missing.
So you go up the girls' side of the dormitory?
No, I asked one of the girls if they've seen Poppy.
She's like, I was heading to bed right now. Do you want me to check on her dormitory?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Tell her that I want to see her.
Okay.
Is it like freaking like 1 o'clock in the morning or something?
No, it's like 9.
Okay.
A girl comes down and sees you, and she's like, I don't know you.
Is there another Poppy?
Yeah.
I swear to God. God, I hate you so much. Tommy.
Yeah.
This has occurred to you that I don't remember Poppy's last name. I'm pretty sure it's not Poppy.
I love the long silence of Paul, like, Tommy, 2 minutes later.
2 minutes later. So I look at this imposter Poppy and I say, no. The 6th year Poppy. She better not be a fucking 6th year.
She's a first year.
Cool.
And she's like, I don't talk to 6 years. They're scary. Like you.
What'd you say?
You're scary and you're frightening me. And she's actually like tearing up in the corner of her eyes. And people start looking.
Don't join the dueling club. Oh my god.
I wasn't planning on it.
Good. This is so difficult.
She will leave back up the staircase and like half run.
Did I seriously like just lose Poppy?
A 60-year will walk by you that's like gone through the years with you, and he's like, dude, stop picking on first years. Hey, yo,
I'm literally looking at him like, stop picking on first years.
I said it better than you. So.
I'm not in the mood right now.
You say to no when he's already walked by.
Yeah, well, great. You know, geniuses talk out loud by themselves, to themselves, all the time.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, so you were within earshot. You heard what I said.
Different person.
Totally. Awesome. Knew that.
Oh my god. You're just digging this insanity hole further and further and further.
This is great. This is great. Have any of you guys been in Merlin's Wing? No.
What?
Hmm?
What did you just say?
Yeah. Have you guys ever been on wings before?
I think you may have had a little bit too much alcohol during break. You
I've
might
had like
still be drunk.
4 cups. It's delicious.
You should go to bed, Perry.
I recognize this as a DM move to get me to go to bed, and I'm not having it.
Okay.
Tommy?
Yeah.
I go to bed.
You go to bed?
Even though I don't know where Poppy is. I'm assuming she's in her dormitory. Our first class is together. It's Charms, right? Why do I remember that and not her last name? You told me her last name before, if I'm not mistaken. I just don't remember. I'm going to bed, and I'm going to focus all of my magical energies to remembering Poppy's last name.
You are a terrible boyfriend.
You're a...
One day she might be Perry Botter.
One day...
His wife.
Yeah.
Poppy
you know,
Botter.
One day she might be Poppy Butter, and I won't ever have to worry about this ever again. I rolled an 8. I don't know what I was rolling for, but I rolled an 8.
You sleep rather poorly. Because not
Right.
only are you worried about her being in her dormitory because you never saw her again, but you're also worried about being caught not knowing her last name. You wake up at 4 a.m. and you're just like...
Maria and Brent...
You can go down to the common room. You're not allowed to leave the actual dormitory until around 6.
Okay.
But you can head down and have some coffee, which is freshly brewed.
Fantastic.
And just wait.
I 100% do that, and I wonder who brewed it.
The house elves.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about house elves. I
Most
forgot
people-
that elves existed.
Yeah, most people do. It's actually part of the reason why Hermione hates other wizards. So,
That got real.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know that George Washington had slaves? It's
Crazy.
Pretty fucked up, Hamilton. Anyway, you had a nice coffee.
You know, for the time, I wasn't really that fucked up.
It was always fucked up. Anyway,
It
you
was
had some
the
coffee.
norm.
It's very obviously Asia Pacific blend.
Yeah.
Like very earthy, and you're just like, nah, I've had better. But British Perry is just like, it tastes like home. But Jeff would be like, Anyway, you wait. And you wait. And you wait.
What time is it?
And people keep coming down the stairs. Male, female, androgynous, owls. Don't really know why the owls are up there. You start to imagine kinky people up there, and you're just like, kind of weird. You
I
see
wonder
other
what Biggie Bigums is doing right now.
you see other 6-year females come down the stairs.
Hey, has anyone seen Poppy?
What am I, her keeper? I read that book during break. Really sad. They just keep walking.
I'm on like my 4th cup of coffee, and I'm like,
It suddenly comes around to about 7 o'clock. It's breakfast time.
yum.
And normally you and her walk down to the Great Hall together.
Yeah,
You have not seen her.
great. I go to the Great Hall without her. Jacked on coffee. I've had like 5 cups now.
You went from 4 cups to 5 cups. You're like, 5.
I slammed one before I left out of anger. Sheer anger. It was an angry drink.
You open the fat lady's portrait. You slam it shut. And she's like, whoa, easy. And you charge downstairs, angry, pissed, excited, nervous, terrified.
Yeah.
Head towards the Great Hall, not knowing what to do, trying not to panic. And then suddenly you hear, Perry! Are you just not going to walk me with you to, like, the Great Hall anymore?
I've had 5 cups of coffee. I couldn't sleep all night. Okay? I've had a rough night. I waited for you. I waited. And I asked about you. I asked all these people about you. And I don't think that they're actually hearing what I'm saying. The words that I'm saying to them, I don't think that they're hearing them because I've had so much coffee.
Perry.
And everyone's making fun of me.
Perry.
I think people think I'm crazy.
Perry.
What?
You feel hands on your shoulders. And you look. It's not Poppy.
I thought it was Poppy. I thought you were Poppy. Who are you?
It's Theodore.
Theodore? Why do you sound like a girl?
I'm not aware that I do.
Sorry, I'm hearing voices in my head. Oh my god, I need to sleep.
Did you not sleep last night?
What's up?
I was just checking on you because you started to shout at the suit of armor next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you want to go to the hospital wing?
Maybe. The suit of armor wanted to hook up with me. It was weird.
Theodore will actually, like, for a moment, like, I can console that, and then go, I got nothing. Like, I don't know what to say to that. What do you do?
I'm like actually like in panic mode right now.
Okay.
Obviously. That's what I'm planning on right now. Have you bumped into Poppy in the hallways at all, by chance?
No.
Maybe I need to go to hospital wing. I'm gonna go to hospital wing.
Okay. So without any further ado, you just like leave this interaction, head up the marble staircase, up to the 3rd floor, go to the hospital wing.
I asked for a Theodore.
Or sorry, it's way up higher than that. It's like on the 5th or 6th floor.
Yeah. I asked Theodore to come with me.
Ask Theodore to come with you, and he's like, yeah, okay. And he's figuring that you're asking for this just in case you like either get lost because you're not sure where you are.
I 100% need like someone.
Or if you're like about to fall. So yeah, he will walk with you closely, and keep like one arm free just in case. And he walks silently next to you the whole way up to the hospital wing. The doors are open. There's no one else in here. Hatham's screens are gone. Charlie Weasley's not there. No other people are here, having gotten sick off of last night's dinner or anything. You are the first person to come here this morning, and Madame Pomfrey will look at you and say, already? You're sick already?
Do you have like some lavender or something? I need to calm down.
So you will like on your own just sit on one of the bunks, and she'll come over actually perplexed and like feel you and like open your mouth for you and like cast some charms around you. I don't have my wand.
I'm doing like one of those things where I'm like constantly adjusting myself on the bunk because I can't like get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
So then she'll do like this strange like spinning motion as if she's like trying to cast like something come out of your mouth, like she's spooling yarn or something. It's hard to describe by how this idea what it looks
really
like.
Those are really good description.
Oh, thank you.
I liked it.
So she's doing that, and she to the point where the tip of her wand glows, and then she like does the opposite version of the spinning in midair, and she'll see something that you can't see, and she's like, "Well, you're not on any sort of intoxicant. You've had plenty of caffeine, but you are not cursed or diseased. So what's going on?"
My mind is racing. Is Theodore still here?
Yeah. He'll be at the foot of the bed, just, like, waiting.
Theodore, bud, A+ friend, go have breakfast. If you see Poppy, tell her I'm in the hospital wing. I need to see her.
And he'll back up without a word, look at Madame Pomfrey as sort of like confirmation, like, is he actually okay if I leave? And she'll just sort of, like, look at him and then look away, and he'll take that as confirmation. He's like, he nods, and then he leaves. And Madame Pomfrey says, what's going on?
I just, like, lay everything out. Like, it's probably, like, in a messy, like, garbled, like, almost a rant. But, basically, I feel like I'm not being told of anything that happened in the past 3 weeks, because I feel like something has happened. Like, after Tree Bottom's disappearance. I feel like some sort of progress was made, or some sort of secret was revealed, or something happened, and I'm not being told about it, and I feel really disgruntled about it because I was the one who went. I went into Merlin's ring. I don't know if you know this, but I saw Merlin's wing. I saw what happened inside with Elvia, with Connor. How's Connor, by the way? Oh my gosh.
Connor's fine. He is spending the rest of term at home. That's as much as I can tell you. Unfortunately, that's beyond privacy.
And, drum roll please, I have no idea where Poppy is.
Yes, so I'm sure that Poppy is fine. I don't know. I have not seen her. However,
Yeah, no one has. And I don't even feel like anyone's even, like, listening to yours. You and Teddy are, like, the first people who, like, actually, like, talking to me and, like, listening to me since I've been here. Like, it's crazy.
She will actually offer you, like, a small bottle of, like, thick purple potion.
Thick purple potion is my favorite.
Do you drink it?
Yes.
Okay. It tastes of lavender and chocolate. It's not the best flavor, but you're just like, okay. And you will actually start to feel yourself, like, decelerate. To the point of almost sluggish, but not quite.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn this music off. By the way, that sound is of a ditzy. Ditzy is a name of a bamboo flute from China.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
You thought the word ditzy, like calling it ditzy.
Was, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pronounced D-I-Z-I. One sec.
It's pronounced the Ditzy. It's spelled D-I-Z-Y.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Hospital wank.
Hospital wank? It's a weird place to jack.
Yeah, bro. She will wait for you to decelerate because she'll actually see the signs of you, like, hearing her better. What the heck? Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay. She will say, the truth is that there is nothing to tell. Because I was not part of the search party. I was told to stay here just in case there was some sign of Merlin's wing found. There's some battle, some hardship, just in case healing was needed. Also, I was asked to investigate these quarters because I know them better than anyone, and nothing was amiss. As far as I can tell, and Dumbledore is rather forthcoming with it when it comes to the castle itself, we found nothing. No sign of Elvia, no sign of Tree Bottom, there were no signs of violence, there was no battles. No one is missing. Every Auror was accounted for, every other faculty member is still here. I'm not sure what Elvia may be waiting for, because even if Tree Bottom really is being used to fuel the golem, we have seen no golem.
I don't feel hungry. Probably because
The potion's rather filling, so that's actually
the potion's
pretty
filling.
normal.
And all the coffee is kind of like a suppressant.
She pulls a chamber pot out of nowhere and sets it next to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. She will also conjure, like, screens around.
Cool.
And she's like, just
Thank
in
you.
case you may need some time here.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
I imagine what you are experiencing right now, and I'm not a mind healer, but I imagine that you are dealing with some sort of post-traumatic stress syndrome. Again, I'm not a mind healer, but you are dealing with some sort of dormant stress after what happened almost a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now returning to the castle again, you are starting to relive some of the stress and drama. Try not to jump to conclusions. It was with conscious effort that we had to reopen the school. The ministry was against it. Dumbledore was hedging. But you are here, and there has been no sign of any threat for weeks.
Alright. I do my business. And then I intentionally wait for first class to start.
Okay. You will wait in the hospital wing, looking up at the stone ceiling, trying to calm your mind and trying to really come to terms with you are here. You are at Hogwarts. You are at the place where you have felt the most powerful, most influential, most listened to, most learned. You are with a girl that you have always wanted to be with, sort of, and you're with a really good group of duelists, and you are a smart guy that you have gone on sort of a heroic journey of your own that no one can take from you. You did that. You succeeded. You survived. You find it a little weird that the school is reopening because Elvia's out there somewhere. Though I will point out that you have noticed a couple of Aurors dormantly on in the corner of your eye. You're just like, that's an Auror. I want to be one of those. And there are some roaming the school still.
I would be immediately fascinated with them.
Yeah.
Just naturally.
And so when the bell rings, it feels like it's 5 minutes later, but it's not. It's more like 35. You will feel this compulsion like, okay, it's time to rise if you're going to go to your first class.
Yep, I go. I thank Madame Pomfrey very much.
She nods to you and then disconjures, misconjures. She conjures the screens.
Dispels.
No. And she'll wave you a wand wave. Goodbye.
That's kind of cute. I like her.
You take the non-elevator, aka stairs, down to the Charms classroom on the second floor, all the way across the castle. It's on the east side. And you make it all the way to Charms classroom just in time for the bell to ring again, and you're just like, thank God. That was weird. The light just flashed into non-existence outside. That was really weird. Anyway,
obviously wizardry.
Obviously, yeah, it's illuminator
Wizardry?
strikes again.
Yes. Dumbledore and McGonagall extinguishing all the lights.
Yeah. And on your way, you will see no one really paying attention to you, or you will see no other sign of Poppy or anything, but you're looking a lot less because you're just it's just drama in my head, everything's fine. She's right on the other side of the door. And you open the door. Flitwick welcomes you in, and he's like, oh, there's a note for you. You weren't at the Great Hall for some reason. Someone dropped a letter. Beautiful owl, by the way.
Thank you.
Sorry. Beautiful owl, by the way.
I just realized I haven't been doing my accent.
Nah, it's totally fine. Less pressure on me.
Yeah.
And you get to your seat. And you open the letter, I imagine. Did you open the letter?
No.
Okay, then you don't open the letter.
No, I opened the letter, and is Poppy sitting next to me?
Nope.
Alright. Can't wait. Read the letter. I'm so miffed right now, still haven't seen Poppy yet, and I'm reading the letter, silently, shaking a little bit,
If you want her, come get her.
Professor Flitwick.
He's in the middle of demonstrating Lumos Celeb, and he's like, yes!
Please come here.
One moment!
It's urgent.
Fine! He'll come over to you and go, that was the best one I've had all week. What?
I'm happy for you. Please read this and tell me what it says.
Very good. You'll read it and go, I failed to see the joke, Butter.
It's not a joke. I believe I'm having a panic attack, and I need to know what it says.
I see no text on that paper. Parchment. Fuck.
Revelio.
I'm in fucking England. It's parchment. Actually, Scotland. Shit. I'm losing my mind.
15 to 16. Revelio.
You cast a beautiful green hex onto the paper. It has a nice little kind of effect on it. It even vibrates on the desk. You're just like, oh, magic. The paper does not change for you, except for a footnote that says, follow your old trail. The door hasn't left.
Professor Flitwick, do you see anything on the paper?
Once again, I see no humor here, Butter. If you need to go to the hospital wing, please do so. In the meantime, we have studying that we must do. And he will walk away from you, back to the center. And this time he'll perform Lumisola. Now back to the point. This can blind your enemies if you actually cast it properly. It is a beam of magical energy. What do you do?
I listened to everything he's saying very intently.
Oh, alright. We're in study time now. D20 willpower and then D20 magic, please.
It's mostly like I need time to digest following my enemy's orders.
Please do those rolls anyway.
Okay. 18 and 15.
Flitwick is hardly knocked off of his natural role of a teacher. In other words, he continues the lesson like nothing happened. Lumos Solem is a blinding spell. It is a concentrated beam of Lumos that transcends past the wand. So it's not this radiant light tip. It's actually like a kind of light, not spray, but like a beam that's meant to blind
a ray of
enemy.
light, yeah.
You can, if you succeed this next roll, inherently learn it because you're concentrating so hard on just like be
like
here, don't
hyper-focus.
panic, don't get overwhelmed. One more D20, this will be true.
14.
Perfect. I was looking for odds and evens. You learn Lumos Solem. We'll read it for you. It is your first status effect ability. Lumos Solem.
It's a major action?
It is a major action. Where are you? There you are. Lumos Solem is a charm.
Solem is S-O-L-E-M?
S-O-L-E-M, yep.
Cool.
Caster conjures a beam of light that can blind enemies for 1 to 3 turns.
Light beam. 1, 2, 3, turn blind.
Yes, lowering their attack roll by 6.
My 6 attack.
And it's cost 5 MP.
5 MP. Cool.
You feel that you have automatically mastered and memorized the movements without even practicing it. You're just like, I can do that. And you also know there's 10 minutes left in the class, and you're caught on what to do.
I'm going to ask... Obviously, Poppy's my best friend in this class, and she's not here. I'm going to ask my second best friend in this class. Do you find it odd that Poppy is not here with me on the first day of school?
I mean, kinda, but like, she could be in the hospital wing. I mean, she's also a prefect. She could be patrolling the halls right now. We don't know.
I want details of this person.
Taller than you, darker skin, really deep, resonating voice, kind of brash. He's also chaser on the Gryffindor Quidditch team.
What year is he?
6.
Oh, because it's all 6 years. Okay.
6 and 7, but yeah, he's a 6.
I know that, and this is happening like kind of like in secret-ish, as secret as it can, because Flitwick's performing spells and teaching. But like, I know Flitwick made a big deal about there not being anything on this paper, but can you see anything on this paper?
He will describe it like he's seeing through a spell of like invisible ink, but it's not legible. He'll ask, is this in code?
I believe so. After casting Revelio on it, more text appeared. So I know there's definitely something there. And I know that you can tell that there's something there, even though it's illegible.
Mm-hmm.
I've been given orders by a potential, most likely, hostile enemy.
At Hogwarts?
Yes.
Who would that be?
How much do you know about what happened with... I trust this person, yeah?
You don't trust him as much as Poppy, but you trust him enough to hear you out at the very least.
Yeah. I know who is behind a lot of the darker things that happened here before Christmas break.
You mean like Hatham?
Yes. Hatham wasn't the issue. He was a victim. But two things. I want to start with the easy one first. In your opinion, do you think it's a good idea to follow instruction from your enemy?
That really depends on the instruction. What does it say to you?
It tells me to go somewhere that I've been before.
That seems innocent enough.
Right? That's why I'm worried, because I'm afraid I might go into a trap. So that leads me to my second part. Would you be comfortable not going to your next class and helping me?
I mean, it's fucking potions, so yeah.
Sick, dog. We're gonna go on an adventure. What's his name?
Armando.
Armando? Let's fucking do this. What spells do I know Armando having?
You don't know. You don't really care.
Cool. That makes sense.
He's also he's also not in the dueling club, so you're just like, I'm sure he's talented. You're like,
in some ways.
He may only know potion spells.
Yeah. He might be useful.
He might be useless.
Mm. Alright. I have to pee really bad.
Go for it. Yeah, put on your mask.
I'm gonna go pee. And I am going to convince him to follow me to a door that only I will be able to see, most likely, and to not be weirded out if he can't see it. And it just so happens to be conveniently located next to potions.
Oh, that works out.
It does. I'll be right back.
You realize that if we get caught, I'll be kicked off the team.
That's a risk I'm willing to make.
Cool.
exactly the music I wanted to hear when walking back out. Alright, listeners. I have finally thoroughly drained my bladder and followed CDC guidelines for hand washing. And it is safe to keep playing now.
Lovely. You make it down into the dungeons. But on your way, you run into Theodore.
So hoping you'd say that.
And he's like, are you feeling better?
I feel really good. Theodore, you're an awesome person.
Oh, thank you.
I cannot stress that enough.
Thanks.
I'm sorry for the way that I acted when you first challenged me to a duel.
I appreciate it. I didn't really take it seriously. Like, friendly banter, and we kind of talk that way in the club sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have potions next?
No, I was gonna go up to divination. Why?
I take you for a very non-divination type person.
Yeah, I hate it. I was sweet on a girl that was taking it in third year. Now I'm stuck until my OWLs are done.
How would you like to come on an adventure with me and Armando?
Oh God, yeah. Where? Like when? Right now? Like
Yeah.
Okay. Bathroom?
Nope.
Oh.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna keep this down to Merlin's Wing.
Oh, you're actually talking about like a real adventure. I thought you were talking about something more fun. Okay.
No, like an actual adventure.
I'm with you now.
So that spell that you wanted to show me?
Yeah.
In our duel?
Let me just really reacquaint my thoughts real quick. Okay. We're actually like going into like
Danger.
Like danger. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. All right. Sure. Where?
I feel like this is something that I need to do myself, but I don't trust myself to be alone, and I don't trust notifying professors because I feel like they would take over and get me out of the picture, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what was that spelled?
Oh, you'll see it.
I like you. Armando, how good are you in a fight?
Yeah.
Perfect. I just got a Comet 260 for Christmas.
Cool. You don't have it with you right now, though, right?
It's in my inventory.
Cool, but like that's not like with you.
Yeah, it's in my common room. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, I want to show you later because it's cool.
Cool. Yeah. That's sick.
All right.
If we survive, I have no idea what we're doing.
I mentioned we were going to Merlin's Wing, yeah?
Yeah, but
there's going to be danger.
Yeah, but like
That's about all I know, for real.
that's fair.
And also, head girl Elvia is like really evil and into blood magic. Let's go. I imagine like the record scratched out like. Not to throw anyone under a bus. Perfect.
You were in the dungeons,
Yeah.
and they're just sort of blinding following you. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And you don't really clarify.
Mm-hmm.
And you continue past potions class, and you're just like, it's just over here. And they're just like, okay. And as you turn the corner, you see the doorway. It is right there. Additionally, there are 3 Slytherins all around it.
Yeah. Before we approach, I'm going to ask Theodore and Armando, do you see that group of 3 Slytherin over there?
Yeah.
Do you see the door that they're standing immediately next to?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can see it?
Right. Yeah.
That's the door that leads to Merlin's Wing.
That thing?
Yeah. Think hard. Do you ever remember seeing that door in the past?
I mean, there's a lot of doors here.
I'll take that as a no. Do you guys recognize any of these Slytherin?
The Slytherins will actually now turn towards you, and they'll go like, you best be getting to class, right?
I am going to... Do I recognize them, just out of curiosity?
No.
I am going to stroll up to them slightly closer. So well within wandy wand range. And I'm going to legitimately say, oh, but of course, only if 3 no-name Slytherins would allow it.
For you to get to class? You can just turn around and go.
That came out wrong. I'm going to point to the door.
Yeah, no.
My class is through that door.
It's not, actually. It's not.
Yep. Like, it really is.
If you're looking for potions, it's right over there.
It's not potions. That's not my next class.
This isn't the classroom.
I actually am a pupil of Merlin.
So, it'll actually, like, slow down.
I'm taking classes from him.
And, like, look at each other. Then look at the 2 flanking you. And then, as if, like, a bell has gone off or some sort of signal for them has gone off, they will all simultaneously pull out their wands and start, like, pointing towards you.
So, Armando, you were good in the fight, yes? You want to show me that spell?
Alright. Roll initiative.
Alright, initiative. Sick dog, I got a 9. Plus dex?
Yeah.
14.
One spell goes right by you, and it's a bright red, and it actually hits the brick behind you, and you're just like, ugh!
I use a minor action right now?
Not done. And then the other one actually hits you square in the chest. And
Protego. 8 plus 5 for 13, and nat 20.
Beautiful.
So, Protego was 8. Sorry. Okay, so that would be 7. So 53. And then I'm going to cast 6 more MP to put on Salvia Hexia. So that drops me down to 47. Assuming I'm able to do that right now. I'm just doing the mana cost for it right now. I'm able to? Okay. So I'm going to cast Salva Hexia after Protego on Theodore. Uh, 3 plus 5 is 8. And then that's a miscast. That's a 2. That's unfortunate. And then, so no Salva Hexia. And then I'm going to cast Lumos Solem. Am I able to cast it on all of them? Or just one?
No, is one.
Okay. In that case, I will cast Stupefy on the one that actually hit me.
Okay.
Or hit my Protego at least. 16 plus 5 is 21. And then non-verbal, not 1. Sick.
Dab.
So hexing everyone off, so that puts me up to 53. And then mana burn on Stupefy. Be 53 minus 9 be 44. And then I'm going to regain 2 on my next turn.
Theodore will cast Adverte Statum on the one that almost hit you. And that will
The one that almost hit me, as in the one that hit my Protego spell? Okay.
It will do damage.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
And it will actually be bleed damage.
Mm.
6 bleed damage. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hold on. There it is. Oh, that's not good. And Armando will cast a spell that hits the ceiling.
Great.
It's enemy phase. Cool. Same one that missed you. Misses again. Oh my god. So then Armando is confunded crit. So he's hitting the head. He's just like, what's happening? And you'll fall onto the ground. You're just like, fuck. Useless. And then the third one will try to use Langlock on you.
Langlock, what does that do?
And you'll fizzle. You'll never know. It's your turn.
It's gonna be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna use my minor action to tell Theodore that it is imperative that we go through the door.
He will say, okay, are we bringing him?
I don't think that would be wise.
After you.
So I'm gonna use, I guess, the remainder of my minor action, because I can speak and move at the same time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To go toward the door, and then major action to stupefy the one that's not hit with bleeding, because I don't want to kill or maim any of these people. I just want them to get out of the way. And I imagine they're not going to murder Armando in the hallway. So that's just... Hopefully not. I like that guy, but... Alright. Stupefy. 8 plus 5 is 13. Non-verbal. 14's crit.
You stupefy, and he actually falls against the wall.
Great. That does 6 with a 1-turn stun. That's 6 plus magic and a half, which rounds up. Oh yeah, I actually dumped points into magic. So it's actually 5 plus 3 is 8, so 14 damage.
Oh my god.
And a stun, jeez.
Alright.
That's deadly if I crit, man. Yeah.
Dex check for your movement.
12 plus 5.
He will follow you and just barely get his spell off, and he'll cast Brachiobindo on the other one that is not stung, and it will actually get off, and ropes will appear around the third one's wrists, and so he's not able to cast nearly as decently. Not causing any harm. The other one will get the 6 bleed damage, so he's at 12. And Armando will wake up.
Is it player phase right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, Armando! I'm going to gesture him to come over here as fast as possible. And I'm actually going to use my... Because that was my minor action, is to gesture to him to come over here. I'm going to use my major action.
Well, no, it's not a new player phase.
Oh.
Enemy phase hasn't happened. But his turn, he woke up.
Gotcha.
You already went in Theodore just went.
I have an instant left for this round. Because I haven't used Protego. Okay.
2 spells are flying at you. They're both blue.
Oh, they're both targeting me. I use Protego. This is going to be non-verbal. 8 plus 5 is 13. And then 4 plus 5 is 9. And I need to restore 2 MP up to 46. And then the Stupefy is 7, which drops another 39. And Protego non-verbal is 10. So it drops me down to 29. Alright. 29. Does Protego successfully block the spells?
Yes.
That makes me so happy. I scoff at them if I'm able to.
Theodore is hit in the stomach with Defendo, opening a cut in his stomach.
God damn it.
So that will deal. Vanilla. 3 bleed damage on him. Ow. And he will continue moving. He will be gripping at his stomach while he's hobbling after you. Armando is trying to get up. And at the end of his turn, he will be up. It is your turn now.
The door sucks people inside. I haven't tested with 3 people yet. This whole roping 2 people to come with me might not even work. Alright, let's do player phase. We got Bleedy McBleed guy. He's fine, but he has 12 damage on him. The guy just woke up from being stunned and has 14 damage on him. And the other guy is... forgot the spell name, but he's all roped up. Is he still roped up?
Mm-hmm.
Armando's up on his feet?
No, just his... Oh, Armando, yes, Armando's up on his feet, yes.
And my broski is bleeding. Well, not too bad. God, I don't want to friggin'... Protego specifically self-cast. So I am going to use... I'm going to use Salva Hexia on Theodore and keep it active on him. Not 1 my dexterity. And then 11 plus 5.
So you cast it, and it misses him. So you end up protecting the wall.
Cool. I deactivate the spell. Of all the things to fail, I don't like failing sustains. Because it's just like attempt after attempt after attempt. Well, it's a new turn, so I gain 2 MP. 25. I am going to cast Stupefy on the guy that I stupefied last time.
Okay.
And it's going to be non-verbal. Another nat 1. And a 6. Not my best day for rolling.
Give me a D4. You end up ricocheting the spell off of another reflective surface, I'll say like a torch rod or something, and it bounces and hits the back of the head of the one that's been stung a couple times.
That's been what?
That's been stung a couple of times. So
Stung?
you miss your target, but still cast it, and it ricochets and it hits another Slytherin instead.
Oh, wow.
He is knocked out.
Great. Like stunned, or is he done?
Done.
Well,
He's not dead,
I
but
know,
he's
but-
knocked out.
yeah. Sucks to suck. All right. That's
it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Armando, seeing all this and going, "Why am I on the floor?" will quickly get up and like jog over to you, completely omitting any sort of like attack action,
Mm-hmm.
and he's now like right with you.
Super.
You are just about
His athleticism,
2 or 3 meters away from the door right now, just so you're aware.
great.
And you don't see what Theodore does, but he apparently successfully does something as he is now you see him cast a spell. It succeeds, it seems like, and he stands up straighter, and he's on the door first, and he opens it. And inside, you see a closet. I'm totally kidding. It's a black wall in which you are sucked in
I was gonna be like-
once again. It's like, all this for nothing! You are sucked in.
All of us?
You don't know. You are sucked in,
That's fair.
and you are like kind of spinning this time, head over heels, as if you're rolling down a hill. And then suddenly you land, knees and hands, hands and knees, hands,
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, bro. Get
knees
it.
and toes. Okay. And then you hear movement around you, and your thoughts go to spiders. And so then you quickly stand up, and you're just like, what? And you see people on the floor around you.
Okay. Is this space similar to the space I was in last time in Merlin's Wing?
Yes.
Do I see the green curtains?
No.
Do I recognize any of the people?
You are in darkness.
Lumos.
You are in battle.
God damn it. 12 and 9. So
Cost.
17 and...
Cast 1 MP. You.
Well, it's free.
No, it's not.
It's efficiency.
No, it's not.
How dare you?
I'm kidding. You cast Lumos, and you see that your buddies have come with you,
Awesome.
and one of the Slytherins have come with you.
It's a...
Specifically the one that had his hands bound.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for him. Is he still bound?
Yeah.
Is it player phase?
Yeah.
How's Theodore looking?
He's slowly getting up. Can't tell other than that.
I'm going to use my minor action to persuade Slytherin dude to help instead of fight.
To help what?
We're... Listen, y'all bound up. This is completely needless. We could really use your help.
Cunning check?
11 plus 5. 16.
He will stand up. And you'll cast Defend Out.
What a jerk. With Protego, I need to announce it before...
Before damage.
Okay. Before damage or before knowing if their spell's successful?
Well, preferably that one, but if I end up talking too fast, damage.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm using Protego.
Okay.
Do I know... Well, it's Protego... It's freaking Protego. Like...
Yeah, potato.
It would just be on myself. But it's his turn, so it would have to be Protego. Yeah, I use Protego. 7 plus 5 is 12, and then 16 plus 5 is 21.
You cast Protego, and Defendo bounces off and hits the ceiling. Okay. What will happen? I'm gonna just cover that because those were all successes.
Okay.
Armando will cast Kalashu, which will lock the Slytherin's feet to the ground, and then Theodore will cast Stupefy, knocking him out.
Yeah, his feet's gonna get ripped off.
He mostly just falls kind of like that.
Ow.
Yeah.
Well, anyone got rope on them?
Anyone got rope on them? No. Maybe somebody can conjure rope.
I don't have the ability to conjure rope.
Yeah. They don't speak up. Why?
Well, I don't want to leave him like this. I was thinking we could bind him and then, take him along.
Is it really worth it?
Good point.
They're both kind of pissed, honestly. They're both kind of, ticked that they were just, jumped by fellow students. They're just what was that about?
Understandably. I don't know why, but every time I've gotten near the door that leads to this place, there's always been Slytherin hanging out around it. And I think, now that I know who is in this place, Elvia, I've name-dropped her before, I think Elvia is setting up guards around the outside of the door as some form of, a test or something for me to get in.
I smell something funky. Hold on.
Go for it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
It smelled like something was burning. At least to me. Anyway.
It's okay. So I explained that I think that they might be Elvia's cronies, guarding the place as some sort of a test for me to get through the door, and maybe to keep other people aside from me to get through the door. But that's just a theory.
It seems kind of hard to believe that Elvia would be recruiting Slytherins to do what she wants. I mean, what's in it for them?
So, about that. She is performing some form of a dark magic / blood magic. Have you guys heard of blood magic, by the way?
No.
I informed them of blood magic. Time passage.
They are informed of time magic.
Yes.
Of blood magic, and they're like, what?
Okay, so...
That's disgusting.
It's disgusting and very dark. And who else but Slytherin would be attracted to that? Am I right? Anyway, so her intention is a very,
This is head girl?
Yeah. I imagine head girl has a lot of persuasion in other places outside of Ravenclaw.
Okay.
Also, we're in Merlin's wing.
Yeah, about that.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a nothing.
You'll see.
Like it leads into nothing.
Well, check this out. Lumos. And I walk them towards like the green curtains and stuff.
You do not find green curtains.
God damn it.
This time, you find a drop-off.
By the way, so Merlin's wing, it like changes. So, sorry about that. It's a weird place.
You find a drop-off. And at the bottom of that drop-off is a very faint blue glitteriness that sort of resembles like water, but not quite water. It is a pit on the other side of this ledge. And you can see through your lights that there's a thin bridge that leads across this pit.
So down at the bottom of the pit is something that resembles water or ice.
Imagine the green veil type of thing that I mentioned before. It's like that, but blue. And it's sort of like waving at the bottom of this thing.
Okay. And there's a bridge gapping this. A very narrow bridge.
Mm-hmm.
How solid does this bridge look?
As solid as the stone that you're standing on right now.
That's awesome. Was there enough time passage while I educated them about blood magic for my MP to come back?
Yes.
Awesome.
Good question.
I'm gonna tell Theodore that I'm gonna keep Salvo Hexia cast on him.
Oh.
No offense, Armando.
Armando's like, shit. Alright.
Sorry,
That's fine.
Theodore did me a really, really big solid earlier. I was literally having a panic attack. Anyway, so yeah, Salvo Hexia, Theodore, boom. And I'm just gonna keep it on you. I let him know what it does if he doesn't already know.
He's like, thank you. Salvo Hexia.
Oh, he does it back to me. I know Protego. Do you know Protego by chance?
No.
So, can you cast Salvo Hexia on Armando if he doesn't already know it?
This is really annoying. Uncast, recast.
So I'll make sure that we're all protected because I have Protego to use on myself. And anyway, hey, you guys afraid of heights? Because I am.
Let me just get this straight real quick.
Sure.
We're down here to do exactly what? To find Elvia?
Okay, so
This is Armando, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
So Armando, remember that slip I showed you?
Yeah.
It said, basically, like, come get her if you want her. It's like a
Come get Elvia.
No, it was a ransom note for Poppy. So I think that Elvia stole away Poppy somehow. In a similar matter as to what happened to Tree Bottom, I'm guessing. Do you guys know about what Tree Bottom
No.
disappearing? Wow, I'm like the freaking news channel for you right now. Okay, so Defense Against Dark Arts tier, Professor Tree Bottom, he went missing right before Christmas break. And me and Poppy were at the scene, and then Professor McGonagall came. Anyway, I informed them about all that crap.
Oh my god.
And then Theodore, I was freaking out because I couldn't find Poppy earlier, so I imagine this is where Poppy is because of what the note said, and I informed him that I found a note in Flitwick's class.
But why would she want Poppy? If it's imagining that you told them everything.
Okay.
Hold on.
So.
Hold on. Imagine that you told them everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then that means that they have followed along with the events that you know them as well.
Yes.
So, assuming that, Theodore would ask, but why would she want Poppy if she already has a blood sacrifice, as she put it, as you said she put it, in Tree Bottom? I think, from what I remember of Poppy, she's a Muggle-born, right?
Mm-hmm.
I imagine it'd be, like, less potent.
Okay. Ooh. You listen here.
No shame. Like, I'm not meaning...
I
like,
know.
All right.
We're well past that.
Stop flexing.
Thank you. Just keep it on us. Because stuff's going to get real weird. I promise you. I think Elva is using Poppy as a way to get me to come back into Merlin's wing to confront her again. Because she has a score to settle with me. And perhaps maybe she wants my blood for some reason. That's just a theory, though. And also, blood magic requires an unspecified amount of blood. Like, I don't know anything about blood magic, but they might need more than just one body's worth. Cool?
Right.
So thank you for coming into danger with me. Really appreciate that, by the way.
No.
Again, A+ friend.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm going to keep telling Theodore A+ friend every time he does something cool. I'm such an ass.
You also notice something... Oh my god. Defense mechanism! You notice something as you're finally, like, so relieved that they actually are, like, on par with you and understand everything. You start to notice something that you didn't before.
I was going to do a room check, like, right after this.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go for it. That's exactly what I'm referring to.
Okay. 4 + 5. Nine. I can't even see your dice from here. Laptop's in the way.
You notice that the door disappeared last time that you were in here when it was that semicircle with all the veils.
Yeah.
You were locked in. The door didn't disappear.
Okay. I'll let them know about that. Hey, yo, last time door disappeared, locking me in, but this time it didn't. And I think it's because I passed Merlin's gauntlet last time I was in here to get to the inner chamber. But if we use this door to leave, we might have to do the tumble turns and whatnot, and then we would end up next to potions class where there's potentially a scene. So we want to avoid that.
We could send Slytherin boy back. This is Armando talking. We can send him back.
That would be the right thing to do.
I mean, not to sound like a coward here, fucking Gryffindor, but, like, I could grab onto him, open the door, chuck him back through, and then rejoin you, but if the same sort of, like, suction-y thing happens, and I can't rejoin you, you'll be on your own.
I'm nervous about opening that door and then having us all just be sucked through again and then not being able to come back here.
What if you're, like, super far away from it? Like, if you cross the bridge right now, or start crossing the bridge so you're much farther away.
You know what? I've been taking the lead a lot today.
You kind of do that.
It's natural. You do your thing, bud.
Okay.
Yeah. I think putting the Slytherin back through the door that we came is the right thing to do.
I mean, it's more like it feels better about doing.
Yeah,
like
if
be locked in here.
If you get sucked through, try coming back, and if you don't come back, no hard feelings.
If I don't come back, I will tell the faculty what's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Just roll something really weird. Or was it a 7?
You start crossing the bridge, and Theodore has just kind of been listening this whole time. His hands kind of one over the other, his wand's still out, and he'll, like, passively walk with you along the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And you look back, and Armando will have, like, the guy's shirt in one hand, and then, like, leaning up to turn the knob, and he'll turn it and push, and you see light kind of light up this whole area, which you can see, like, it's a long rectangle-ish room. And you see even a door on the opposite side now, and you're just like, oh, cool, there's actually leads to something. And then you look back, and suddenly the door is, like, re-shutting, and Armando's still there. Slytherin's gone. And Armando's like, Alright, he's good. And he starts walking towards you. Yep.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Cutting check. Is he okay?
No.
You know, if you want, you can go tell faculty about what happened, so that way you can clear our names about our little skirmish in the hallway near potions earlier.
I'm pretty sure I just dropped him in the middle of the girls' bathroom. So, I'm not sure I want to open the door again.
I mean, you might see some sweet... I mean,
It's actually motivating.
you know what? Yeah, you do what you want. No hard feelings. I think spreading the word about what happened in the hallway to try and clear our names is pretty important right now.
He will take you up on that offer.
Awesome.
And he will actually head back and go like, "You sure?"
Yeah.
And Theodore will even go like, "Yes." And so he'll reopen the door, like peek through and go like, "Not a bathroom. How does this work?" And he'll go through and close it, and you're like, "Okay." You are decently sure now that some faculty member will be notified. Yeah. And Theodore says, well, now that we're alone.
To the door.
Yep.
Yep.
You guys cross the bridge together, and you will need to give me a obligatory dex check.
Yes. 6 plus 5.
You are both fine. A little bit wavery just because it's like crossing a dark sea in a dark room with barely any light, and with another person next to you that you don't know like his movements as well as like your own or his Poppy's or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit wavery, but you're fine.
When we're crossing the bridge, I want to try and like ease the tension a little bit. Be like, yeah, that was a cool spell earlier.
Thank you. Which one? I've learned quite a bit.
The first one that you used on the Slytherins in the hallway. That was the one you want to show me during the duel, right?
Oh no, I haven't shown you anything new yet.
Such a tease.
Yeah, you're one to talk.
Hmm?
Anyway, anyway, you guys reach across to the end of the little bridge, and you'll make it to double doors.
Mm.
And both of you at the same time will reach for one door at a time. You're just like, we're in sync. I hate that band. And you'll
Actually, it's better.
All right. And you'll open the doors. And that's where I'm going to end session.
Oof. Such a tease.
You're one to talk.
Well, this was notably shorter than other sessions.
Yes.
That's okay. About 45 minutes or so. It's cool. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to go through this obvious place we're about to go through tonight because there was a lot of stuff beforehand. Like...
Treasure.
Like picking out an owl and robe shopping. And, like, awkwardly kissing. And, like, eating pistachio, peanut butter, sea salt, ice cream, and being really offended by hooking up.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, not knowing her parents' names, like, 100%. And then, like, trying to hide certain Christmas presents.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, freaking out on the first day of school. And, like, asking about how the carriages are drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, knowing what lavender and chocolate tastes like. And how filling it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, pooping. And Humphrey's wing,
It was inferred, but you didn't really do it.
I 100% did.
You didn't roll for it.
Yeah, well.
You're holding all of that in your belt right now.
Yeah, I let loose over the pit of despair that we're crossing right now. Just
you are like Theodore's like holding your hands
fart bubble
as your butt is like over the edge to balance you.
Fart bubble, man. I named an episode Fart Bubble.
Let's move on. Have a great night, guys. I'm so glad you stuck through it all. Stay tuned for part 4 of this one-off. It definitely is not one-off anymore.
Definitely not a one-off anymore. This is too good for a one-off. Thanks, Tommy.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.